state-level workshop on detailed accident report, clashes treatment of road accident victims scheme 2025 and compensation to victims of hit and run motor vehicles accident scheme held. MPCC demands dissolution of State Assembly if majority BJP leaders fail to reinstall a popular government at the earliest. MSF observes its 27th Foundation Day. Kuki-Zo conclave in Shillong calls for constitutional safeguards and political resolution to Manipur crisis. Manipur school teacher apologizes for making racial remarks against Thado Kuki students. Manipur records over 2,300 dengue cases, one that reported so far this year. Supreme Court dismisses plea seeking probe into the electoral roll irregularities alleged by Rahul Gandhi. Hello, good evening and welcome to ELITETV English News Prime Time. This is Somirin bringing you the latest news, now the news in details. A one-day state-level workshop on detailed accident report, either clashes treatment of road accident victims scheme 2025 and compensation to victims of the hit and run motor vehicle accident scheme has been held today, the 13th October, being organized by the Manipur State Transport Department and National Informatics Center NIC Manipur State Unit. Director Diana Kumantam has expressed that the workshop aims to create greater awareness on the various safeguards and schemes provided by the state government to the victims of the road traffic accident. The event has been attended by the Transport Corporation of India Limited Additional Chief Secretary Anurag Bajpai, IFS Science and Technology Secretary Kengo Zuringla IAS, and State Police Nodal Officer Idar Jogesh Chandra Haujibam, IPS DIGP. Speaking further in connection with the state-level workshop, Transport Department Director Diana Kumantam stated that the workshop also aims to build up cooperation amongst all various stakeholders, including the state agencies, in implementation of granting timely assistance to the victims of road accident traffic. She stressed that the department is also making up plans and schemes for clashes treatments of seriously injured victims of road traffic accidents as well.
Which are the area on various highways or the state highways where maximum accident occurs and what are the reasons? That data can be captured with these EDAR systems. Then the families will not, feel pain because of the expenditure.
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President Kesham Chandra today a press conference held today the 13th October at Manipur Congress Bhavan at PD Road has expressed that if the majority BJP leaders are not able to reinstall a popular government, then the State Assembly must be dissolved at the earliest. He highlighted that the BJP leaders must realize that during the governance of the BJP-led party, several unwanted incidents have taken place resulting in total chaos and hardships for the people of Manipur who continue to languish under untold miseries and problems. Addressing media persons, MPCC President K. Mekhajendra further raised questions as to why the ancient historical Manipuri Rajbari at Shillong was dismantled, and also asked whether the BJP-led double-engine government had given cabinet note during 2023 allowing destruction of the said historical Manipuri Rajbari. He further highlighted that the uncalled demolition of the Manipuri Rajbari is a destruction of the idea of Manipur. He further blamed that the then Chief Minister of Manipur, authorities of Mahut and high-ranking officials of PTA must take all responsibilities for the demolition, which has distorted that the ancient history of Manipur.
Sarkar siamani harga Manipur pada miang kaya wai kaya punya ngai gani development karam kanda paket kani constitution piba provision kudimak thabak amta pangthok tre akoi local body singi election amta pangthok tre sarkar dagi 15 finance commission paisa lak tre akoi de free de fangadaba local body de sangadaba paisa lak tre financial collapse.
Meanwhile, Korai Assembly constituency MLA L. Susindro has written to the governor, Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bala, to look into the demolition of Manipuri Rajbari Redlands building and also urged to take necessary steps for heritage preservation. In an official letter addressed to the Manipur Governor A.K. Bala, MLA Susindro has expressed that despite its rich heritage value and repeated appeals from concerned citizens, heritage advocates and former officials for its preservation, the building has been regrettably demolished to make way for a new construction. He continued that this act has caused widespread dismay among the people of Manipur and those who value the state's cultural and historical legacy. He appealed to Governor Ajay Kumar Bala to look into the circumstances leading to the demolition and to initiate appropriate steps for the preservation and commemoration of the historic site. He also appealed to see if the remnants of the site itself could be protected and developed as a heritage memorial honoring its national significance and legacy of Manipur's journey in India's history. The Manipur Students Federation MSF today, the 13th October, has observed its 27th Foundation Day at the MSF head office at Kuki-Zo. The observation has been attended by Pore Lemarol Meira Paipi Apunba Manipur President Soraisa Memcha Lema, Amuko President Sorokhaibam Sanjoy, All Manipur Women's Voluntary Association Manipur President Yumkhaibam Kunjarani, MSF Advisor Ngariyanbam Milan Singh, Oinam Ashni Kumar, MSF and Pangal Students Organization Advisor K.H. Sirajuddin, along with MSF President Hijam Roshan. Speaking on the occasion, MSF President Hijam Roshan has expressed that it is very unfortunate that the state government has not fully implemented the Manipur Official Language Act 1979 Manipur Tilde. He further stated that despite the introduction of National Education Policy 2020, several policies already introduced by the State Education Department still remains unimplemented. He also stressed that the language policy in the state Manipur has remained active only in files and papers, and its non-implementation is a huge loss for the young students and people of Manipur who need to learn better and equip themselves for further future prospects of enrichment and advancement of Manipuri language. He also highlighted that the Manipur Official Language Act 1979 was further amended in the year 1980 with the directions to include Manipuri language up to graduate level courses. However, the state government and concerned authorities has failed to fully implement the directives and policies of Manipur Official Language Act 1979.
Asi Manipur da ngasi phawta adu da yauri ba provision sing asi sana da bagi mami ma khune tari masi akuni yengba ya ba se akoi gi educational language policy nada akoi gi official language policy asi akoi mirai da nathai da thambagi mami ma tari akoi na educational language policy asi akoi na khangau ba akoi na class 1 to 10 akoi gi board ki makhat leiba school singna tambagi mami mata ge adu Manipur da leiba department kudimak ki drafting to way noting to way masida akoi gi Manipuri lon da tawda wasi akoi ngasi bokta uba phangde.
Representatives of the Kuki-Zo community convened a high-level conclave in Shillong to deliberate on a collective roadmap for addressing the ongoing ethnic conflict in Manipur. The Shillong conclave, which drew participation from civil society organizations, legal experts, national and regional think tanks, and representatives from groups under suspension of operation SOO agreement, culminated in a strong call for a comprehensive, inclusive, and constitutionally anchored political settlement. The participants emphasized the urgent need to end the 2-year-long conflict between the Métis and Kuki-Zo communities through dialogue and reconciliation while ensuring justice and security for internally displaced persons and victims of violence. The conclave underscored that a politically negotiated settlement remains the only viable path forward. It urged the central government to address the Kuki-Zo people's core political aspirations, the creation of a union territory with a legislature under Article 239A of the Constitution. Commandant Rajiv and Unit Commandant Sabu, Inspector Hasjindar, along with Jawans of the 66th Battalion CRPF Company today, the 13th October, conducted an interaction with the elderlies of Payeng Old Age Home. Former Minister Ningtojam Piran also attended the interaction and get-together program, during which he stressed that the initiative of the Commandant and Jawans of the 66th Battalion CRPF to organize a festive meal for the elderlies of the old age is commendable and appreciable. He added that he has been running the old age home with whatever he can provide, and many generous donors have been supporting his cause by giving donations and other support. Meanwhile, Commandant Rajiv of the 66th Battalion CRPF stated that the CRPF is for the people and nation, and further stressed that they stand against any illegal forces which try to stand against the state and the nation.
Ayina nungayjawsi karino harga huzik nasi kangaudana koi Assistant Commandant Sahab 66 Battalion ki Rajiv Kumar Pittogdana huzik si sak mayama koi old age home delivery emergency da sak how picture.
A school teacher in Manipur's Churachandpur came under fire for allegedly making racial remarks against Tatu Kuki students. Following his video of allegedly making racial remarks made against the students went viral on social media, a complaint was filed against him at the school. However, soon after the matter got massive attention on social media, the teacher made a video and posted on Facebook seeking forgiveness for his remarks. According to the reports, the teacher, identified as Kuki-Zo, a history teacher at Don Bosco School, Churachandpur, allegedly mocked the Anglo-Kuki War and made disparaging references to the history of Songpi, Churachandpur, while addressing class 12 students. The complaint, addressed to the father of Don Bosco Higher Secondary School, condemns the teacher's alleged behavior as highly inappropriate and unbecoming of an educator. The letter further states that a teacher's duty is to unite and inspire students, not to divide them on ethnic or historical grounds. The complaints have urged the school authorities to take immediate disciplinary action, including the termination of Zo's service to prevent recurrence of such incidents. Stay with us, we'll be right back after a very short break. Don't forget you're watching Elite TV.
I am pleased to inform to the general public and the business community of Manipur, Manipur Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Department of Textiles, Commerce and Industries, Government of Manipur, and Manipur Industrial Development Corporations are jointly going to organize a buyer-seller meet on coming 10th and 11th October of 2025.
Haiba event asida handicraft product, agri-food product, green and eco-friendly product mayamama showcase tajagani.
This high-impact summit aims to connect global buyers with Indian and international sellers.
About foreign buyer-seller it's a good opportunity for all the MSMEs in Manipur.
Lamdam nasigi business asibu kadam na chakala ingidaki hana lerimiba issues and challenges isibu kadam na kokadiki haidu amutana thanajagini.
Manipur Global Business Summit, Buyers and Sellers Meet.
City Convention Center the Pampur Chagani.
Adugidama Ziki Haiba Kogi Makari Piva, Hotel Lesida Register of the National Ministry Haina and the Tanzania.
Nupi khudingmakna tingzang kaizang dana lairaba matamdata chaukat pa Bharat amadi shem sabadu mapung faragani.
माताओं बहनों बेटियों उनका जीवन पीढ़ियों को प्रभावित करने वाला पीढ़ियों का निर्माण करने वाला जीवन होता है। एक बेटी का सामर्थ्य उसकी शिक्षा उसका कौशल सिर्फ परिवार ही नहीं समाज की राष्ट्र की
इकाई खुमना जरीबा प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की लुचिंग मखादा नुपी सिंगी हकचेल फना थमनबगी दमकता अकनब कैंपेन अमा लैबाक सिनबा थुंगना पांगथोकले। स्वस्थ नारी सशक्त परिवार तिंजंग काइजंग दब नुपी पांगल लैबा इमुंग मसीगी मखादा लैबा सिनबा थुंगना हकचेल कैंपेन सिंग पांगथोकजगनी। कैंपेन अशिगा पुंशन हंदुना निपान शुभ न्यूट्रिशन मन असिसु होदो अमदी प्रधानमंत्री मातृ वंदना योजना दा अप्लाई तौनबगिदमक अखनब रजिस्ट्रेशन पाइखतलगनी। अकुप्प मरोगिदमक अदोंगी अनक्पा आयुष्मान आरोग्य मंदिर कम्युनिटी हेल्थ सेंटर सरकारी हॉस्पिटल अमदी अंगनवाड़ी सेंटर का तानबी। तिंजंग काइजंग दबनुपी पांगल लैबा इमुंग मशीनी चौकटपा भारत अमगी युमफम।
Welcome back from the break. Thank you for tuning in once again. Our next top stories begins with Deputy Commissioner Bishnupur Bozai Langpam today, the 13th October, has laid the foundation stone for the construction of 100-meter shooting range at Kaifa Road by the Bishnupur District Rifle Association BRDA under the Manipur Rifle Association MRA. Expressing joy for the initiative, Bozai Langpam urged young and aspiring shooters to take full advantage of this new facility and affirmed that this shooting range will become a hub for nurturing talented shooters who will bring glory to the district, state, and the nation. She further emphasized that the development of sports infrastructure is crucial for promoting culture of excellence and achievement in the state. The construction of the shooting range is expected to provide a significant boost to the shooting sports in the region, providing athletes with a world-class facility to train and compete, she added. Security officers of the CRPF SDO Moirang Chiron Sumerandro, BDO Moirang H. Ricky M. Rajchandra Singh, President MRA, and K. Chandra Kumar, President BRD, among others, were also present at the foundation stone laying ceremony. Manipur has reported a sharp rise in dengue cases this year, with at least 2,332 people tested positive and one fatality recorded so far, according to an official report released by the State Health Department. The cases were detected between January 1 and October 11 after 5,613 samples were tested across the state. This marks a significant increase of 979 cases compared to the same period in 2024 when 1,353 infections were recorded. Imphal West District has emerged as the worst hit, accounting for 1,679 of the total cases, followed by 363 in Imphal East. Bishnupur and Tobal District reported 68 and 63 cases respectively, while the lone dengue-related death was recorded in Bishnupur. Among the hill districts, Senapati reported the highest number of infections at 45, followed by Ukhrul with 23 cases. Churachandpur and Kangpokpir recorded 3 and 2 cases respectively. Health authorities have attributed, despite two prolonged monsoon conditions and stagnant water bodies that serves as a breeding grounds for mosquitoes. The State Health Department has intensified vector control measures and awareness campaign to curb the spread of the diseases. Officials have urged residents to maintain cleanliness in their surroundings, eliminate stagnant water, and use mosquito repellents and nets to protect themselves from the infection. At least 20 people, including several children, lost their lives and dozens were injured as relentless heavy rainfall unleashed devastating landslides and flash floods across Mirik and Darjeeling Hill in North Bengal on Sunday. The calamity, triggered by over 300 mm of rainfall within 12 hours, swept away houses, disrupted vital roads links, and stranded hundreds of tourists amid widespread devastation. According to reports from the National Disaster Response Force (NRDF) and the district administration, casualties were reported from multiple locations including Sarsali, Jaspirgon, Mirik, Basti, Dargwan, Mechi, Nagrakata, and near Mirik Lake. The NRDF confirmed that 11 people were killed in Mirik, the worst affected area, while 7 injured persons were rescued from debris. In Darjeeling, another 7 fatalities were recorded as rescue and search operations stretched late into the night with joint efforts from police, local administrations, and disaster response teams. The Border Security Force (BSF), the Tripura frontier, in coordination with the Narcotics Control Bureau and CP Agartala, seized a massive consignment of Yaba tablets worth approximately ₹16 crore during a joint operation in the Sebahijala district late Sunday night. Acting on the specific intelligence inputs regarding the storage of a large quantity of Yaba tablets at a private residence, BSF personnel and NCP officials launched a coordinated operation in the bordering area of Boksanagar under the jurisdiction of Kalamcheura police station. Authorities believe the contraband may have been a part of larger trans-border smuggling networks operating along the Indo-Bangladesh border. The BSF has intensified surveillance and coordination with state and central agencies to curb the rising trend of synthetic drug smuggling in the region. The Supreme Court on Monday, October 13, today dismissed the public interest litigation petition seeking a court-monitored investigation by a special investigation team (SIT) led by a retired judge into allegations of electoral roll manipulation made by leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi in Bangalore Central and other constituencies. A bench of Justice Suryakant and Joymala Bagchi said the petitioner was at liberty to approach the Election Commission of India (ECI) if he wished to pursue the matter further. The counsel of the petitioner contended all representation was made before the election commissioner, but it has not been considered and no action was taken. The court, however, dismissed the plea and asked the petitioner to avail of appropriate remedies under the law. In the plea, the petitioner cited the allegations made by the leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, in a press conference held on August 7, 2025. Hamas released 7 hostages into the custody of the Red Cross on Monday, October 13 today, the first to be released as a part of the ceasefire in Israel-Hamas war. There was no immediate information on their condition. Hamas has said 20 living hostages will be exchanged for over 1,900 Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. Families and friends of the hostages broke out into wild cheers on ELITETV television channels, announced that the hostages were in the hands of the Red Cross. U.S. President Donald Trump said on Monday that a long nightmare was finally over for Israelis and Palestinians alike after the first phase of a Gaza ceasefire and hostages deal was agreed between Israel and Hamas. Benjamin Netanyahu, in a speech to Parliament welcoming U.S. President Donald Trump on Monday, said Israel could pursue new peace treaties with Arab and Muslim countries in the West Asia and beyond. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-2890-982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, a very quick recap of the headlines once again. State-level workshop on detailed accident report clashes treatment of road accident victims scheme 2025 and compensation to victims of hit-and-run motor vehicles accident scheme held. MPCC demands dissolution of State Assembly if majority BJP leaders fail to reinstall a popular government at the earliest. MSF observes its 27th Foundation Day. Kuki-Zo conclave in Shillong calls for constitutional safeguards and political resolution to Manipur crisis. Manipur school teacher apologizes for making racial remarks against Kado cooking students. Manipur records over 2,300 dengue cases, one death reported so far this year. Supreme Court dismisses plea seeking probe into electoral roll irregularities alleged by Rahul Gandhi. This is all we have at this edition of Bulletin. For more updates like this, please keep watching ELITETV. Stay safe, stay informed. Good night.